What's up, Brian Tong here, and we've got a whole lot of iPhone 15 and 15 Pro news. Is the iPhone 15 Ultra name coming back in the conversation, and Apple Watch patents too? Oh yeah. Hold up, newsflash. Hey, I'm at Sony Condo Camp in Utah right now. It's an amazing experience here, but Apple, they just sent out their official invite for their fall event, and it will be held on Tuesday, September the 12th at 10 a.m. at Apple Park like we expected. And I'm lucky enough to be one of the people who will be there in person. Now, the event is titled Wonderlust, and that word means a strong desire to travel. And yes, I'd like to travel back to Apple Park ASAP. Now, you know I'll be giving you all the coverage I possibly can from the mothership, and we're expecting the new iPhone 15 lineup, new Apple Watch Series 9, and Apple Watch Ultra 2, and more. But none of that is official until it's official. So there you go. The event is official Tuesday, September 12th at 10 a.m. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled program. So let's start off with the iPhone 15, and if you don't think the actual iPhone will impress you, well, hey, maybe its colors will. That's right, Apple's planning to refresh the entire lineup with at least 5 new shades, according to Twitter leaker Unknowns21. Now, according to him, at least 6 different colors were tested for the iPhone 15, and that includes a pink, rose gold, or blush gold type color. Then you got green, blue, yellow, orange, and a dark shade that's either black, midnight, or something similar to a deep dark color. Now, he doesn't guarantee that they are all coming, but does say that we should at least see some of these. Now, already looking at this render, these colors they're just really taking me back to the days of the iPhone 5C, and maybe that's what they're trying to tap into this time around for the iPhone 15. Remember that? Yeah, the short-lived iPhone 5C, it was the SE before the SE existed, and a lower level, entry level type iPhone with its own design. And at that time, iOS 7 was Apple's major redesign to the iOS, and really much of what we see today came from that. Even iOS 7 arguably was made to match the iPhone 5C design more than any other iPhone in the mind of Johnny Ive. I also even remember maybe a younger version of me and my reactions to it back then.
You talk about plastic. We sitting here, Apple's supposed to be the leader for innovation, and we in here talking about plastic? I mean, listen, we talking about plastic. Not a new iPhone, not a new iPhone, not a new iPhone. We talking about plastic. Not a phone, not the phone that I go in line for and cry for and pay every penny I save like it's my last day. Not the iPhone. We talk about plastic, man.
Actually, that wasn't me. That was Alan Briverson. Okay, a new rumor from Asia claims that the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus could come out with a color-matching braided USB-C to USB-C cable. Now, there has been a confirmation that test samples of these color-braided cables do exist. The report says all of the cables will have the glossy white plastic shell at the end to connect them, but a black version will have a black plastic shell, obviously. The report says these cables will come at least in white, black, yellow, purple, and orange color options, which doesn't completely match the earlier colors we just talked about, but maybe the orange shade could be closer to a coral or a pink color. I mean, there has been little to no buzz about a purple iPhone making a return this year, but maybe that's more of a blue cable than purple as well. And up to this point, all iPhones have come with a white rubber-coated cable all these years, and this will be the first time that they get the braided color cable option. Now, we've seen the MacBook Airs and the MacBook Pros get color-matched cables, but this would be a first for the iPhone. Now, a follow-up report from Mac Rumors said that the iPhone 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max will reportedly come with color-matched braided cables of their own. And another report from Apple device collector Kosutami says that these color-matched cables will be 1.5 meters in length, which would be 50% longer than the Lightning cable that comes with the current iPhone models. So just a little bit more reach for you. So look, if you aren't impressed by the iPhone rumors, maybe you'll want to upgrade because of the new color braided cable with extra length. Now, I know you're all smarter than that, right? Right? Okay, good. Now, leaker Majin Buu claims that even if it's a new cable, don't expect any faster data transfer speeds if you get a standard iPhone 15 or 15 Plus. According to him, the USB-C cables supplied in the iPhone 15 boxes will be limited to USB 2.0 data transfer speeds at 480 megabits per second, which is the same as the current Apple Lightning cable. Yay! Now, if you jump up to the 15 Pro and Pro Max models, both of those are expected to support higher USB-C transfer speeds and support at least USB 3.2 or Thunderbolt 3. That could mean data transfer speeds up to 40 gigabits per second, and those faster transfer speeds will be advantageous for people like me who currently try and fail multiple times to transfer over large video files over AirDrop. Okay, now there's more iPhone stuff that we've got to talk about, but first, let's take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, Bellroy. Bellroy puts its heart and soul and countless design hours into helping the world carry with greater simplicity and ease, and they make real modern and elegant solutions for wallets, cases, and bags, like this one right here, the Tech Kit. Now that keeps all my tech accessories organized in one kit, and I normally just throw all my cables into my bag wildly, and partnering with Bellroy made me realize how dumb that was. So now I have this great case that holds everything from my MacBook Pro charger, my dual USB-C 35-watt charger in its stretchy mesh pockets, and then all the cables I need are here, and even AirPods can fit in these elastic loops. And there's even a little hidden spot under the cables for an extra power bank. Now the Tech Kit opens up so you can lay it out completely flat, and there's still some wiggle room to pack in whatever other extra tech bits you might have. As a certified B Corp, this Australian-based company uses materials that are functional, durable, and environmentally sustainable, like eco-tanned leather, recycled polyester made from 100% recycled plastic water bottles, and recycled nylon made from 100% recycled industrial nylon offcuts. And you know, an ocean lover like me is all about the environment, so there will be more great cases and bags that I'll be featuring from Bellroy in the future. Now, right now, you can get 10% off anything on Bellroy.com when you use this code on screen, and you'll also find the link in the description of the video. Okay, let's get back to the stories and talk about rumored iPhone 15 Pro colors. We have heard the rumors about a thinner minimum bezel and then a new titanium frame, and with that new change, Apple is working on new colors. According to multiple sources, including leaker Unknowns21 and 9to5Mac, they say that Apple will be introducing an all-new dark blue color to the 15 Pro lineup, and that will be joined by silver, space black, and a natural titanium shade. Now, there were rumors about a red shade color previously from 9to5Mac that has turned out to be untrue or debunked at the moment, right? These are all rumors. And it appears that Apple will go with those cooler tones for the 15 Pro family. Now, the reports also say Apple does not plan on selling a gold iPhone 15 Pro or 15 Pro Max this year, which also really wouldn't match with the titanium frame. So we'll find out all the official iPhone colors in just a few weeks, right? But will they even call the high-end model the 15 Pro Max? There's renewed chatter coming from Apple insiders Andrew O'Hara, who says his sources tell him that Apple will use the name iPhone Ultra instead of the iPhone 15 Pro Max this year. Now, it was Bloomberg's Mark Gurman who first suggested it as far back as September 2022, but then, you know, it kind of went away and wasn't mentioned again. Product names, they change throughout the development of a product and are normal. That's a normal thing, right? Especially when it comes to early rumors. Well, the rumored AirPods Studio, remember that, ended up being officially called AirPods Max, and then Apple's rumored XROS naming for their headset operating system, which was found everywhere in references, ended up being called visionOS. So it may or may not be the Ultra, but a completely new rumored periscope camera system with a 5 times to 6 times optical zoom for just the high-end model, that is arguably worthy of a different name. It's a whole new system. So maybe the word Ultra could be a reference to its price, because another report has come out and said that the iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max will be at least $100 more expensive than last year's model, and that the 15 Pro Max, or 15 Ultra, if you want to call it that, could be as high as $200 more expensive than last year. We've talked about this, but you know, this is already a year where a lot of people are not frothing at the mouth for an upgrade. And of course, Apple has such a large user base that there will be tens of millions of people who do upgrade, but increasing the pricing by another $100 to $200 is sure to keep just some of those people on the border away and just wait for next year, where they'll be more than happy to spend an extra $100 to $200 for a different model. All right, we talked about the Apple Watch 10 being the next big upgrade in the last video, but that won't be happening this year. The Series 9 and Ultra 2, those are expected to be released with minor under-the-hood upgrades like a new processor, and nothing significant from a hardware standpoint, with the biggest changes coming from Watch OS 10. Now, the rumors could all be wrong, so hey, they could still surprise us, but this is no surprise. Apple recently filed a listing for a 2023 watchOS subsystem in the Bluetooth product database, and this has historically every year been a strong indicator of new products coming soon. Now, again, this happens every year before new products are expected to launch, and the listing doesn't reveal any Apple Watch specifics, but all signs point to the new Apple Watch upgrades, while the Apple Watch SE may not see one this time around, with an upgrade planned for the SE in 2024. Now, I also previously talked about Apple potentially working on this all-new Apple Watch band system for the Apple Watch 10, which again is not coming out this year. Well, that hasn't happened yet, and nothing is concrete, but a new granted patent just revealed by Apple Insider shows us that Apple is considering adding color sampling sensors to the Apple Watch, and this would allow the watch face to have the ability to match the color of the user's Apple Watch band, or even what the user may be wearing in the future. So I know that some of us really need help with our fashion sense, and there's nothing to be ashamed about. Okay, Jeff in North Dakota. And I only say that because I bet there's a Jeff in North Dakota that needs help with his fashion sense. Now, Apple's patent describes it as low light sensors under the Apple Watch display that could measure the color of an external object, with the goal of matching the background of the current watch face to the color of what someone is wearing and the color of their Apple Watch band. Now, this patent explains how a light-based under-screen sensor could sample colors by emitting a sequence of red, green, and blue light towards an external object placed in its line of sight, and then measure the RGB reflectance levels to then figure out the colors, and then interpret what colors it sees. Now, this is not official, and it doesn't mean it's going to happen like many patents, but it's just a fun way of looking inside of Apple's big brain and getting an idea of what they're thinking of for their products. All right, that's going to do it for this video. If you like what you see, give me that thumbs up, subs up, and hit that notification bell, ding, to get all my latest videos when they drop. And if you want more of that Apple goodness, you can always check out my weekly Apple Bits XL audio podcast with the latest stories and special guests. Plus, you can support all my content with an ad-free version of the podcast, early access to my content, and exclusive content at patreon.com/BrianTong. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace and love.